What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another MD Fish Tanks build video. The time has finally come for us to get Ember a new tank set up and possibly some new friends. Maybe not right now, but he's definitely going to have friends. So we need to account for that when we're building a tank. We need space.
And here is the little devil look. Right, to achieve what I want to, what I'm thinking... Oh, this was all temporary, by the way. Let me zoom out. This was all temporary. That's coming out. First thing we need to do, though, is drain the tank out, put Ember into this little temporary one we've got down here, which I could do regular water changes on and things, so he'll be absolutely fine. And then we can get started. As I was doing that, I was thinking, I'm a genius! And then it just fell out and went everywhere, all over the floor. That's alright, I'll clean it up quickly, but that's quite a good little method, that. It's just like a cleaning, suction-y thing. Gravity stuff. Yeah, so Ember's going to be absolutely fine in there. It's a small area, but it's not going to be for too long. Guys, if you're going to do something like this and you need to put your goldfish somewhere temporary, if it's somewhere small like that without filtration, you're alright for about 8 hours or so. But if it's going to take any longer, you need to just keep doing water changes 100% because there's no filtration, is there? Awesome, a blank canvas, here we go. This is really good, this is always an exciting point. So the first thing I want to do is put in a whole nutrient system underneath all the gravel so that we can actually get, food for the plants. Now goldfish do like to dig up a substrate, they like to mess around with the sand. So what I need to do is make sure that I've got a good capping layer on top of any nutrients to stop it getting put into the water column. So there is a really good base level of nutrients, but I'm also going to be using the API root tabs. I pretty much use these in every single scape. If I don't, it's because there's not stuff going into the substrate. But these are great. I mean, if you want to pack something out with plants, you just need to boost up that nutrient layer a little bit more, and these are really good for that. You don't need to use a lot of them, so they can go very far. Look, I've got 10 tablets there. In this scape, I'm probably going to use 4 of those. Follow the instructions that's on the packaging, but I've just found that that's a really good balance for that sort of size area.
So throughout today's video, guys, I'm going to be using various products from Aquarian and API. Both these guys sponsor the channel. Awesome foods, awesome products. For your chance to win everything I'm using in this video today, comment win below. A winner will be picked at random, and I'll either send the products to you, or if that's too hard due to random weird restrictions nowadays, I'll send you the cash instead, or transfer it, whatever. But yeah, comment win below if you want a chance to win these items.
There we go, nutrient layer done. It also really crumbled up the last tablet or last little bit of it and just sprinkled the dust in the foreground. I think that might quite work well. That might work quite well. I've not done that before, but I've got a thin layer going there. Well, not too thin, it's still going to be thick enough that it can't be kicked up. I just thought I'd give it a go. Anyway, that's going to be quite deep down in the whole sort of depth of substrate because we're going to build this up even more. But don't worry, within a month or so, the roots will find their way down into that nutrient layer and just grow really, really good. that has now given us a really good sort of base to be able to put rocks on and keep them stable. So if it was just glass, obviously they'd just keep trying to lay flat all the time, whereas now we can angle them however we want and they should stay put, hopefully anyway. So I literally don't have a clue what I'm doing at the moment, but obviously that's not it. I just want to get them in the tank. Going to play around with them, take my time with this and get it right. I really like how the stone's currently looking in the foreground area here, but that back bit isn't really working. I think what I need to do is just raise up the back area for them to sit on so I can just put them at different levels, because it's just too neat at the moment. But we're looking really good so far. At the moment it's got a bit of a Lion King vibe to it. That's not going to last though, there's going to be green everywhere obviously. So I like to use rounded rocks whenever I do scapes for goldfish. I just think it suits the fish so much better, doesn't it? Look, I mean you're all... what are you doing? You're all beautiful and round, so we should make your scape round. You could definitely just leave it like this. I want to add a bit more detail to it though as well, just to give it a little bit more realism. Some people might like that sort of plain simple look though. Really liking that start, looking great. Again, a little bit odd because it's just one big bit, but once the planting's on it, the mosses are in the right area, we've got some tall plants to the left and to the right, it should start to look okay. Speaking of mosses and plants, let's get going. I'm not sure about the Echinodorus in the middle there. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I think I need to fill the whole thing up with water just to see how it's going to sit, and then I can plant everything else around it, or drain it if I want to. So yeah, just fill it up quick. And also, because this water is coming straight from the tap, obviously we need to, you know, condition it, take the chlorine, the chloramines, all the badness out. So for that I use my API tap water conditioner. Nice big bottle this one, and it lasts forever as well. It's so concentrated you only need a tiny little bit at a time. It's awesome stuff. Okay, yeah, I definitely think we should keep the Echinodorus. It's a really good focal point, but it's not too loud as well, so it's kind of breaking up the rocks nicely, and it looks like it's sort of grown out of that central area quite naturally. The only thing I'm thinking now, though, is the light is quite high. I might bring it down a bit just to bring up those brightness levels, because, yeah, I don't think we've got enough light there. It would work, but I don't think the plants would thrive in it. There we go. I'm not sure how it was coming out on camera, because sometimes the camera can make dull things appear brighter to sort of compensate, but this is just right. This will work really nicely, just enough. And what's great is that I've just set it so that I can raise the light at any point if I need to as well, if that is too close. But I don't think it is. That looks perfect to me. It's starting to get a sort of naturey look, a nature style aquarium, which wasn't the initial plan, but now I'm just going to go for it and go full on plants. It should look awesome. Oh, I think we're looking really good there. Need to add a few more products to the mix though. This water is like completely clean. There's absolutely nothing in it. So it's a good idea now to put some beneficial bacteria and fertilizers for our plants, because basically there's nothing in the water.
So one of the best things about the API leaf zone, for me anyway, is that you only have to use it once a week or after like a massive water change, which, let's face it, apart from when you start, isn't very often. So I love that. I can't be doing with daily stuff. I'm just terrible, I forget. So because this is a new setup, I'll be doing some big daily water changes to start with. So I added 2 capfuls here, which is the right amount for this tank. But moving forward throughout this week, I'll just do 50% water change per day, and I'll just add 1 capful each time for there, just to keep that level, sort of level. And although my filter's fully established, been running for months and months and months, I've still added in a big glug of the quick start, the beneficial bacteria. I mean, it's just new setup, isn't it? I just think it's a good idea. Get that bacteria boosted, big water changes. Why not? I've got it available. But if you're doing a brand new setup, you don't have an established filter, quick start is awesome stuff. It just enables you to just get a system going straight away. I'd still recommend doing your water changes and adding a little bit extra each time you do that, but it's a really good way of starting an aquarium. And I've always found I've had great success with it. I've never get any problems at all.
Right, guess what? I think we're ready. Ember, are you ready to come out of your tiny little tank? He's probably been sat there thinking, no, this will not do. Are you kidding me? Yes, this is temporary, Ember. Let's go. New aquarium. Oh yeah, doesn't he look great? Look at that with the rocks behind. I think the colours sort of complement his orange, because they're so in contrast, aren't they? His colours are popping out like crazy because there's nothing else really like it in the tank, which makes sense because there's not that many orange plants or rocks, to be honest. He looks so good. Right, all of these plants that you can see in here now, I've actually had in with Ember before and he hasn't eaten them. I think this one as well, the Umbrosum, I can't pronounce it, sorry. I think I did, but the rest for certain have been in the tank with him before and he didn't eat them, so hopefully we're going to be all good plant-wise. One thing though, he looks lonely, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm going to be getting him a friend, so don't worry, he will have that. Just there's nothing available at the moment. I've been to the shops. I've been to all the shops in the local area. There's nothing available at the moment, but I've told them all to let me know if the right ones come in that are the right size. There's smaller ones, and there's much, much bigger ones, but nothing around the similar sort of size that would suit this size tank and him as well. But don't worry, little buddy, you will be getting some friends soon. Let's give him some food in his new home. He might not eat it because he's trying to get comfortable. But Ember has this food here from Aquarian. It's a flake food and it is a complete food, so it has everything that the goldfish need. What I like about flake foods as well is that they just don't seem to pollute the water because they're not dense, are they? So you just sprinkle some in, it'll float around the tank, he'll pick it up wherever, and if he doesn't get it straight away, he'll go and find it, hoover it up with his mouth as well. He's got a little hoover mouth. Let's put some in. So what I like to do, so I always tap so he knows something's coming. What I like to do, open it up, is sprinkle the flake into the water flow and it takes it around the tank then for him. There we go. Come on then. Over here. Over here. As soon as he knows it's there, he'll go all after it. Here he goes. Come on then. It's there. Hoover, hoover. Now he's hoovering it up. Brilliant. See that hoover mouth? So he just goes round and vacuums everything. That's why they like to sift through the sand as well. But yeah, see, loads of big pieces, the small pieces. He'll clean it all up. Within like 10 minutes, there won't be any food. And any that is in the water column that he didn't eat will just get, you know, taken up by the intake over there in the filter, which is ideal. Because it just floats around the tank, you see. And if you did have a tank with a lot of smaller fish, again, they'd get all the smaller particles, which is good. I might do that at some point because you can actually keep goldfish with smaller fish as well. There we go. So he'll see this stuff down here on the surface. It's like, there we go. Right on cue. Go on then. Whoop, 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 whoop. Such a hoover mouth. Awesome.